Have you ever had to make small talk with an 85-year-old tow truck driver and the 30-minute ride home cramped on top of your buddies in the cab of a 1984 loud diesel tow truck lumbering along down the highway at 60 miles an hour at 3 in the morning? Go ahead, recall your memories. Ring any bells? No? Well then I'll tell you about my very unique first-hand experience with that then, shall I? Hey yo! SOENJAY here, and welcome back to another SOENJAY Stories episode. Now, this one is, well, quite a doozy. So, it all started back, I think it was October 2014, and that guy, and Ian and I, Ian from the Clash of the Nerds, we went out to one of Ian's friend's house to play some D&D, and it was really late at night. It was quite far away from where we all live, but, you know, we went anyways because LOL is essentially the reason. Let me just get this clone. There we go. Perfect. It's quite a ways away. So we finished our D&D session around like maybe 12:30 at night, and we decided to leave. And as we were driving down the road, we hear this thud 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 thud, and we're like, wait, that doesn't sound right. That's probably not supposed to be happening. And sure enough, it wasn't supposed to be happening because there was a flat tire. I don't know what you know about flat tires, but they ain't good. So we waited, and we were out there, and Ian decided that, hey, he's going to change this tire in the frigid October weather because Ian is just a boss, and that's just what he does. So he changed the tire. That guy and I kind of vlogged and stood there and watched him change the tire. We totally helped. So we put on the donut tire, and you know, with donut tires, they're those little tires. They fit on your car. You're not really supposed to drive very far with them. I think the max you're supposed to go is like 20 miles or so, or I don't know if there's a limit to miles, but you're not supposed to go over 30 miles an hour. Oh, sniper! Oh. I'm bad. Anyways, you're not supposed to go over 30 miles an hour. So we were just lumbering along down the highway, 30 miles an hour, just blistering pace. And we were gonna be like, at that point we were gonna get home at like 2 a.m. or 1:30 or something like that. It was ridiculous. Took forever. That sniper's still over there. Oh dear, that's a heavy. I'm just gonna run. Yeah, so we're going. And then, out of nowhere, I mean, it's super dark, because it's nighttime, and, yeah, darkness. Oh, come here. Oh, you brought backup. You brought backup. Run! Okay, we're good. It's super dark out, so we don't see this coming. It's just like a wild pothole appeared. And I'm serious, it was just a wild pothole decided to appear. And there was no avoiding it. We didn't even know it at first. But hit the pothole, and don't you know it's the same exact tire. So there goes the donut tire. Thud, 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 thud. Fantastic! What? Oh, that was another clone. So there goes... I'm just really confused here. I haven't played Battlefront 2 in forever. There goes the donut tire. The donut tire did not pop. The rim cracked, or bent. So, yeah, we don't have any other way of getting home, so we're just chilling out there on the highway, and we're... Call AAA, because AAA is amazing. So, we watched a couple of episodes of Marvels of the Science, because that happened to be something that that guy had on his phone that we were watching. And the tow truck got there, they loaded it up, and everything. Everything was fine and dandy. What is shooting at me? Oh, it's that turret way down there. That's not in render distance. So the tow truck got there, they loaded up Joey's car, and we continued on our way. Except the thing is, this tow truck, I mean, it's a bench seat, you know? So it's ideally, it's meant for two guys and like a stack of paperwork or whatever that's in between them. So we got tow truck guy because he's got to drive. We got me, we got Ian, and we got that guy, and we all have to fit on this bench seat. needless to say, I mean, it wasn't easy, but I mean, dear. Here's how we solved our dilemma. Oh dear, no! Clone commanders. Here's how we solved our dilemma. Okay, so tow truck guy is sitting in the driver's seat. Ian is sitting next to him, but trying not to touch him because he's this like 80-some-year-old man, and he's kind of weird. No offense, tow truck guy. You're cool. I'll get to him later. Point being is that then that guy got in, and I sat on top of them in like the most awkward position that I could potentially sit in. And we drove for like half an hour to 45 minutes all the way back to that guy's house, down the highway. And, you know, it's kind of strange just traveling with someone who you don't know to begin with, the tow truck guy in this case. And what makes it worse is that, you know, you want to make small talk, say, you know, hey, how's it going? But this thing, this tow truck that we're in is a 1980s tow truck, and it's super loud. You can't hear anything. I mean, like, seriously. So Ian is trying to listen and talk to this guy, while I'm just like trying to talk to that guy, but we're not really getting anything communicated here. We really just do not know what's going on. So eventually, ooh, that was a good shot. Eventually, we get to the point where we're understanding what he's saying and stuff. This guy is in the Tow Truck Hall of Fame. Okay, that is a thing. I didn't know that was a thing, but that's a thing. Okay, and this guy is in it because that's how cool he is. So we are like in the presence of a tow truck legend right now. And I don't even know what to think at this point because, first of all, everyone at my house has probably been asleep, but they're going to be wondering like where the heck I am. And when I did get that inevitable text that says, "Hey, where are you?" I thought you were, you know, playing D&D and you would be on your way home. I'd be like, "I'm in a tow truck on the way home. Don't worry." That's a very awkward thing to explain what happened, but it's all good. It's all good. So we get home, and if you thought that this tow truck was loud before, it got louder. Because then, after, you know, getting there, who is shooting me? Ah! After getting there, Joey lives in a kind of a smaller neighborhood, as you do. It's, you know, in the suburbs. So, first of all, this giant truck making so much noise. I feel bad for anyone who has to sleep right now, which is like everyone because it's like 3 a.m. Second of all, when we get there, the tow truck thing that like lowers the car makes so much noise. It is like the loudest thing that I can think of. And then like multiply that by 10. I've been to a NASCAR race, and it was rivaling that in terms of how loud it was. It's like a space shuttle launch or whatever. If you ever dealt with a tow truck and they're putting it back, you know, putting your car back or something like that, ugh, it is so loud. I did forget to mention that while Ian was changing the tire, there were like a pack of wolves who were howling, and it kind of scared us. You can't really hear that in the vlog, but when we start like freaking out, that is basically what happened. So that's my experience with tow trucks. I don't think I've ever had another experience with a tow truck. I don't believe a car that I've been has ever broken down or anything like that. I know we ran out of gas one time when I was really little, but we didn't have to call a tow truck or anything like that. So, tow truck experiences. Quite strange, and I doubt anyone's had an exact experience like that. All I can say about that is that I am very glad that there are people like 85-year-old tow truck guy who come out at 3 a.m. and rescue all the dipsticks like us who happen to get 2 flats on the same tire at 3 a.m. If you or anyone you know drives a tow truck, I salute you, sir/madam. we still have not been able to take this last command post because I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. Like I said, this gameplay is Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm super stoked about Battlefront when it comes out, and I'm hoping my computer will be able to play it. But until then, I'm sticking with the Battlefront 2 because it's awesome. Alright then. Till next time, I've been SOENJAY. So long.